strengths and to pull together and talk about the direction of Rosamond High School. We're going to begin with the presentation of the colors. Thank you so very much for coming, and I will be back in just a moment.
Carry colors. Present colors. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Parents, I have to tell you, regardless of the speech, I'm impressed. As a teacher for 10 years, I've gone through a lot and I've never seen any accomplishments that you've done. The last few years we've had $80 billion cuts in the state. Everywhere you look, classrooms was once at 23, now 43. AV College was once at 17,000 students. Didn't have money for teachers, they went down to 13,000 students. But in all those cuts and depressions, you guys have thrived. You're a success. You have a 93.3% success rate in your high school. It's the highest in the state. It's better than any different school right next door in Antelope Valley. You're to be commended. We need to take a look at what you're doing and clone it and do even more of it. Right now in the state, at least we're pushing, the new assemblyman like myself, we're pushing for more money for education. I ran on a platform with jobs and education because education is someone's way out of poverty. You've already succeeded, but you need all the help that you want, you deserve. We need to do more and take a lesson from what you've accomplished. You've gone and gotten $250,000 in grants. Our other schools need to do the same thing you're doing. We need to be back at you and say, you're doing a good job. What do you need? What tools do you need? How can we help you? It's hard being a teacher. It's hard coming up with new lesson plans. My wife still is right now as a first grade teacher. I taught junior high. I know what you're going through under impossible conditions, under terrible economics. You've got a reserve. You've built it from one condition. You've built it up in the middle of the desert. You've got the highest academics standing around. I commend you. I want to say that I wish everybody was just like you. So the first thing I want to say is I'm here for you. If you have anything you need, let me know so I can try to fight more for it. I've told the governor and I've told the Speaker of the Assembly I want things in the budget, so if there's something specific, let me know. I will try to get it in or fight for it, either this year or next. I tried to put in one bill to start a study for a four-year college so our kids don't have to go away and they can stay right at home. That's going to take years, but I'm at least starting the concept. I'm trying to get jobs here for your graduates. Just because they graduate now, we need to get them the right college. We need to give them the opportunity for a job. You've done your work, you've done your education. Here's your reward. You deserve an opportunity to survive.
My name is Zamien Rosamond High, here with Mr. Folley, our previous principal. Mr. Folley, what is this meeting we have here at the high school about?
I'm sorry?
What is this meeting we have here at the high school about?
This is the WASC Accreditation Committee, the Western Association of Schools and Colleges. Every high school that produces graduates that aspire to go to college need to be accredited by WASC. This committee is here to determine whether our self-study, well, not really determine, they're here to look at our self-study and determine whether it's accurate and that it's moving in the right direction for the success of our students. And they make a recommendation to WASC on what our term of accreditation should be.
All right, and for those of viewers who do not know, what is going on right now as far as with you, as far as the principal role goes, and what is the new title you just obtained recently?
With the the changes within our district and the needs of our district, a position became available for Director of Personnel. My education, my background, my training has all been in the direction of personnel, and so I applied for the position. I went through all the interviews, multi-levels, and was successful in gaining the position. So one of the first things that I was tasked with as Director of Personnel was to find a principal that was better than what I was, and I did a diligent search. We went through several interviews, several levels again, and found Mr. Roney, who was the principal of California City High School, that will come in here, continue the programs that have been put in place, improve upon them, and keep the school going in the right direction.
All right, well, thank you very much, Mr. Folley. I hope you do the best in your new position, and thank you for being a great principal for our high school so far this past year or so.
Thank you.
My name is Zamien, Perez for Rosamond News, here with Dave Velasquez. David, what are you doing over here right now at the WASC meeting here in the gym?
Well, since I'm in ASB, we were showing the WASC members around the school. We just gave them a tour, and now they had an assemblyman speak to them, so we were here to hear him talk.
All right, so you're senior class president. You represent the seniors, class 2013.
Yeah.
So David, can you tell me what's something you can tell me about the senior class and how things are going right now in ASB as far as that goes?
Things are going good with the senior class. Like, we have everything pretty much planned out already. We're just waiting for the dates to come so we can have the events, and everything's good. We have a lot of money. We fundraise a lot throughout the year, so our class is good.
All right, and right now here at this WASC meeting we have, do you know anything about the WASC or what they do or what it's about?
I know they're trying to improve our school because the economy is not doing good. That's what assemblyman said, and that's what's going on. So they're just trying to figure out what's the best way, good plans to help the school out.
All right, great. Well, it's been Dave Velasquez once again. One time for cross country, one time for basketball, and now we have him here for the senior class. All right, thanks, David. My name is Zamien, Perez for Rosamond News, here with Steve Fox at the WASC meeting here at the Rosamond High School gym. Steve, can you give us a little bit of details, some insight about what's going on here?
I'm your state assemblyman. I'm here to commend you and recognize what WASC is doing. They're looking to re-accredit Rosamond, which is a slam dunk. Rosamond's done a great job. You guys have a 93.3% graduation rate. You got the highest in the state. You have a lot to be proud of. I think there's no question you'll get reapproved for 6 years. I'm very proud of you.
All right, great. So, Mr. Fox, do you think we're pretty confident getting our new 6 years here coming on?
Again, slam dunk, no question in my mind. This is the best place there is.
All right, well, Mr. Fox, can you tell us where you're from?
I'm born in Boyle Heights, LA, in San Fernando Valley, but right now my law office is in Lancaster, my house is in Palmdale, but 4 out of 7 days every week I'm in Sacramento representing you.
All right, great. So what's your own personal, can you give us an example of what you personally like about Rosamond? Or?
Well, I'm a past teacher for 10 years, and I guess what you realize is all change comes from within. The fact that your scores are so high tells me that somebody's doing something a lot right. It's the kids, it's your parents that are backing you, it's the teachers that are giving you new and innovative educational material. It's all of you working together. What's impressive for me as a past teacher are your accomplishments.
All right, well, thank you, Steve Fox. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you for giving your insight about Rosamond. I'm here now with Mrs. Keys, one of the teachers here for Rosamond High School at the WASC meeting. Ms. Keys, can you tell me something about WASC and why they're here today?
WASC is the accreditation process by which schools, not only high schools but also colleges, examine their practices, examine their ability to produce lessons that will reach and teach the entire student body and chart student achievement. So WASC is the entity that will visit a school once every 6 years and evaluate the performance of not only the students but the teachers as well, thereby giving them the accreditation status.
All right, and Ms. Keys, you're a teacher here at Rosamond. What subjects do you teach?
I teach 3 classes of U.S. history and 2 advanced placement classes and co-chair the position of ASB with Mrs. Thompson.
All right, and right now here for WASC, what put you in the position to be out there on the podium and introducing them and having them here?
I am the author of the WASC Focus on Learning support, along with my leadership team. I am the chair for Rosamond High School's WASC team.
All right, and tell us about a little bit about yourself, about your journey to do all this, put this all together, and make Rosamond just a little more presentable than what it already appears to be.
Absolutely. Rosamond High School has been home to my children's education for many years. Rosamond High School is a place where children feel safe. It is a school where children know that teachers care about them, and that has been my mission. My mission, ever since I lost my son Jonathan in an accident 8 years ago, in fact 8 years ago today, has been to make sure that I make a difference in the lives of the students that are with me every single day. That those students know without a doubt that I care about them, and when children understand that their teachers care about them, I genuinely believe they will have a better education, a deeper education, and a deeper understanding.
All right, well, thank you, Ms. Key. It's been a pleasure talking to you. I'm glad that you're out here supporting Rosamond for us.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. My name is Zamien for Rosamond News, here with Ms. Karen Lesko. Karen, can you give us some idea of what's going on here for WASC?
We are 6 educators, and we are here from all over Southern California, and we are delighted to be here. And thank you for your hospitality. We will be here until Wednesday, and we'll be talking with the students and the parents and the community members and getting to know everything we can about Rosamond High School.
All right, can you tell me something a little more about WASC specifically?
It's the Western Association of Schools and Colleges, and it is an organization that accredits schools, and we are student-centered, and we are all volunteers. And we are here to talk to everyone involved in education and to learn everything we can about Rosamond High School.
All right, and so far, have you learned anything about Rosamond that you particularly like in general?
Rosamond is a small community with a lot of parent and student community support, and we are delighted to be here. We appreciate the hospitality and so many people coming out on a Sunday afternoon. We thank you.
All right, and coming over here to Rosamond, where are you from?
I'm from Redlands, California, so I'm from a town of about 60,000, about 100 miles southwest of Rosamond in San Bernardino County.
All right, so coming from your job and what you're doing here, do you enjoy doing this for many schools, and what exactly is it that you help provide for the schools?
I've been associated with WASC for about 20 years. I first learned about WASC when my own school was being accredited. And I've been now on, this is my 9th visit where I am on a visiting committee. This year I'm the chair for Rosamond, which I'm delighted. And we are here to talk to everyone about your educational process and your programs and where you hope to be, what are your strengths, and where would you like to be growing, because that's a big part of education.
All right, well, thank you very much for giving me the time of your day to talk here. Thank you for being here for WASC and for doing what it is to better improve Rosamond High School.
Thank you for your hospitality.